Okay, so welcome to Men Matter Scotland. This is episode number 5, which is pretty surprising. We've got this far. So get the kind of basics out of the way. If you're looking to contact us, you can get us on Twitter at Men Scotland or Facebook at Men Matter Scotland. We also have a private Facebook members page where we can have discussions or post information that might be relevant to you. So you can come in there as well. It's totally free of charge. And so today's podcast, we're going to be speaking about our programme, all the stuff that we're currently doing and how you can get involved, some of the cool wee stories that go along with it. Today I've got Gregor.
Hello, cheers for listening.
And James.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome, mate. How's your biscuits?
Dynamite.
You only might have one, Right, okie doke. So, how's your day been, boys?
Been good, mate, aye. Very active at the last minute there with football, but it's been brilliant.
Good.
Nice chill day, and then a nice way to end it with a bit of activity. Good fun at football.
Football was good, man. I had a bit of a mare, to be honest. Everything I seen today just I seen before my face. It was a bit of a howler. I need to buy some football boots. But again, some new faces coming along, which we always love to see. Some good conversations, man. A guy from Newton Mearns came across today. Lovely big boy. So nice to meet him.
Absolutely.
Right, so we're just going to get started. We're going to talk about a programme. Any names we mention will just be the trustees, Gav, Peter, Gregor. We're not going to mention any other names, just for confidentiality, of course. So, gentlemen, Gregor's yawning here. He's down from his bed. It's 9:30 to be fair. We'll talk about the family walk. If that's alright, we can start on that, eh? Just going to put the light on, hold on. Right, so we'll talk about the family walk, okay? So, again, people ask us questions, and we've just kind of collated a wee list of common questions people ask us about all these activities, so we're just going to really read them out, and we'll all answer them. So, cool.
Go for it.
Family walk. One of the questions we've been asked recently is, do you need to have a man to attend the family walk?
Yeah, I don't think we really do, because it's a family walk, so as long as you've got your kids and that, definitely. You can come.
Aye, I totally agree. So it's a great opportunity for just people to meet other people, and we've called it a family walk because we want families to meet other families and get to know, and their circles to expand, and we hang about with each other and all the rest of it. But you don't need to have like a mum and dad, kids to attend. We've got some people that attend that are single parents, both males and females, and we've got some young people that attend as well that they don't come along with their parents. So it's like a wider family, a community for a family.
So I could imagine even like uncles bringing down nieces and nephews, or granddads bringing down grandkids, because it is what it says, it's a family walk. It's not just for dads or men to bring kids, it's for the whole family. And again, because we're doing so much other stuff with men, we want the family to feel included in Men Matter. That's kind of where I see it.
Aye, and like I think during the early days it was the first time our sort of partners got to sort of meet each other. And that really that helped us bond a wee bit better, and it made like, my missus knew 6 different women in the local area every night, so and if she's feeling the benefits of that, and so is everybody else, I think.
Has your missus ever said to you about meeting another woman?
She has, she's obviously she knows, she's got pals, she's got friends, she knows some of the struggles they go through, and a lot of it's no having a lot of people to sort of talk to, support, fall back on, or even just people to go and do stuff with, do you know what I mean? And having something that the whole family can do, or even women can do, is going to be beneficial for them, definitely.
Cool, okay. So one of the other questions we get is, people sometimes are quite cautious of going in case there's nobody there. So the question we get asked is it well attended?
Definitely. We've got quite a lot of families that show up. I think there's about 5 to 6 different families that show up.
That's impressive.
It's getting bigger, but obviously once the word gets out a lot more, when people can show up, it's going to get bigger.
What would you say to somebody who's thinking about coming? Again, it's the whole kind of, I'm not going to these group things. What would you say to somebody who's got a family there? Wayne's or in the house and a missus and you're the man. What would you say to them, James, to encourage them to come along, mate?
Just say get them out really, because your kids can meet new friends, and then you can meet new friends as well. You never know. Next person you meet could be your best pal.
That's true, isn't it? That is true.
Absolutely.
It's good for kids to get on as well. You never know, the kids could end up growing up together and being best pals, and then they can look back and be like, how did we meet? Through Men Matter Family Hub.
Aye.
I think if I had to sum up a phrase that I've heard repeatedly over different families coming to the family walk is I wish that I knew about this before, because as soon as they come for the first time they're like, it's just so simple and all these people are so sound, and some people have told us that I wasn't sure who'd be here, I wasn't sure if it'd be like a negative vibe or no, and it really isn't, and it's good to see so many people get involved as well.
Do you know what I was about to ask, just for me, see when you go on a night out with your missus, right, and your pals, the guys go with the guys and the women go with the women, is that, and again that happens naturally because it's the conversation that happens there, does that almost kind of happen with this group? And again, it's no negative if it does, it's just something that I'm interested.
I wouldn't say it's like that, I would say it's different. I think it just depends on the people and what the topics are talking about and stuff.
Aye.
So there'll be guys talking to women, then women, but you would have that wee group at some point at the family walk, but I think everybody just mingles with each other and just talks away.
I think a good way to sort of maybe check it out is checking the pictures out that we post on Facebook. If you look at the pictures, you'll see guys and women playing with their reins in the park. You'll see in the same picture a couple of guys sitting and talking to each other, and the women gabbing and the wind running about. So a picture tells 1,000 words, and they sort of sum up our groups. And I think it's good that we meet at the community centre every week. It's a local meeting point. People are early, they sit there having a wee chat anyway, do you know what I mean, wait for other people, and then we're walking. And the benefits of walking itself, do you know what I mean? I don't know about yous, but if you're out walking with somebody, having a conversation, you're there before you know
That's
it,
right.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't even feel that you've done a walk. And that just sums up the sort of spirit of the group it is. It's a good laugh.
And I would say it's good for your health and your family's health being out walking as well, because it's every week and you never know, you could be losing weight through that time as well, so it's getting fit as well and it's looking after your well-being.
Well, the biggest benefit is at the time you finish the walk, all the veins are shattered. They're ready for their kips. You're getting home, you know what I mean? And it's straight to bed. Well, my wee boy certainly is anyway. Aye, and that's just what's needed. And it's a good way. It's a Monday. It's a good way to start the week. You've started it with a bit of exercise. You've spent a bit of park with your Wayne. Do you know what I mean? You've had a laugh.
How many Facebook posts you seen on Monday saying it's like a pure rainy day post, it's like Mondays are the worst kind of thing? If you've got that to look forward to on a Monday night, your Monday's going to be a wee bit better, isn't it?
Aye.
It's going to be a wee bit better.
Definitely. How many people struggle with what we're going to do with the Wayne, the day or the night, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this doesn't cost a penny.
That's right.
And it's something the Waynes want to come to. They're on the case. Is this happening tonight? Is this?
That's right. And last week it was bucketing down, remember? But again, we just dipped into the funds we've got, and we paid for all the Wednesday to go to the soft play. And we've actually made a wee deal with, I think there's a wee deal on the cards with the soft play guy.
The soft play, it was
Monkey, what's it called again?
Wild Adventure.
Wild
Soft
Adventure.
play in Drumchapel. So one of the guys called them up, explained the situation about who we were as a group, and said we usually do a family walk, but it's miserable and we don't want to cancel it. Can we come along to soft play? We're on a wee bit of a budget, how can you help us? And they were really accommodating, they were really supportive, and then we had a chat with them that night about what we're all about, and they've said that they're willing to support us in the future, so that's amazing.
Because let's see, once the dark nights come in, that might be a more regular hunt for us, and with the kids
And the kids love it as well.
Of course they do. It doesn't like this. The parents love it as well. They get to just sit and chill with a coffee and there's their Waynes on riot and a bopple.
Well, no me. I'm up on the bouncy castle and we're
your Waynes are chasing you about it.
I'm sure Gregor loves that though.
So would you say the partners and the kids who go to it enjoy it?
I'd say so 100%, or they would come every week. And aye, definitely, without a doubt.
Aye, my missus likes it. She said she liked getting out and meeting new people, and it's letting her engage with other people and other guys as well, do you know what I mean? So it's just engaging with people in your community really. So
Aye, and half the people don't even know where all the parks were, or they don't even know the route through the
Right,
woods.
so people are learning what's out there for these walks then, aye.
You know what I mean? And then they're going,
That's interesting.
aye. Some people didn't know. We went to a park that's just the outskirts of Drumchapel, Cahoon Park, and it's great. It's a cracking park, and the amount of people that didn't even realise it existed, and now they're taking their weightings in their spare time.
Aye. See if you're for drum chapel and you listen to this, you'll know it as the froggy.
Aye.
Just to give you a heads
Good
up,
point.
right? It is known as the Cahoon Parks, but we know it as the froggy, so just so you know that wee bit of information. Like, there's Cahoon Park, it's the froggy.
Local knowledge.
Aye. Right, okay. So that's what I was going to ask you. That's one of the other questions people ask is, whereabouts do you go in the family walks?
So we meet every week on a Monday at Drum Chapel Community Centre at 6 p.m. And what we do is we pick a different location every week, obviously weather dependent. So 1 week we'll go to the Froggy and go to the park there. The next week we'll go to Drum Chapel Park on a different park, and if the weather's not too good, some of the guys had the great idea of obviously going to indoor sort of resources like the soft play and things. So all our posts, we try and give as much advance notice as possible about any changes, but people know that's the meeting point regardless of where we're going.
Aye. Superb. And so one of the other questions we get is, what kind of stuff do you do at the family walks?
So we walk.
So you die
to a park.
In there somewhere.
So we walk to a park, and the Waynes obviously have a laugh in the park, as do the adults. But we take along a ball, frisbees,
right? So
and a couple of, do you know what I mean? And the Waynes often bring out their favourite toy or their scooter, and everybody has a shot at the scooter and stuff. And people have got suggestions on future walks that maybe doing some parachute games and barbecues and these sorts of things.
Excellent.
So that's where we're at just now.
Good. You'll notice I'm not answering many of these questions because I don't really attend a lot of them because of my work. I work a lot of evenings, and that's how the boys will be answering most of the questions. So I'll ask away and I'll talk about the ones that I do attend, like Hill Walking or the talking group. Okay, I think that pretty much covers the family walk. There's anything you want to add to that before we move on?
I don't think so. Just if you're interested, Drum Chapel Community Centre, 6 o'clock every Monday.
Yeah.
Just don't hesitate and don't worry about how you're going to meet, because we want to meet new people anyway, so
that's
definitely come down.
So that's a good point James has made. New people are coming all the time to all the programme, and they're met by nothing but kindness and warmth, and that's what you'll get. So if you're sitting listening to this or watching our picture saying I'd love to go to that but I don't know anybody, half the people there don't know anybody until they go.
Yep.
And that's when they start to meet people and everything changes for them. Right, cool, we're going to move on for that family walk. I think you've covered everything there. Hill walk. Bum, bum, bum. We need to give a big shout out to the main man,
Big George Dunn, thank you very much.
Big George Dunn. He's one of our members, and he's a keen hill walker, and he's guided us through some stunning walks, isn't he? Big man's takes.
He knows the places like the back of his hand, and he's a good laugh as well, which helps. So Big George has kindly helped us and supported us to get our sort of Tuesday hill walking sessions after the ground. So every Tuesday we meet at Drum Chapel tennis courts, isn't it, James?
Yep.
At 5:40. And then if you've got a car, you can obviously catch up with us and meet us at the points. So the location changes every week again, and we give people advance notice. But we've been up places. Where have we been? The Jaw.
Jaw Reservoir, I've been up the Humphrey.
Yep. And a few of the backlocks behind there and stuff. So.
Greenie, we're up at Greenie Tuesday
right.
night. So again, I usually work on a Tuesday night, so that was my first hill walk, and I was late. So one of the boys was like, "There's a mad guy running up here, man," and that was me with my wee hoodie on, just running to catch up with. We're halfway up it.
What did you think your first week?
So I really liked it. Again, I do get nervous meeting new people, but no to the extent where I wouldn't go to something, because I'm actually quite a confident, chatty person. I'll talk to anybody about anything really. It was cracking to meet new people. It's something I love to do every day. If I can meet new people and make a wee bond there, I will. And I cracking chat with one of the boys coming down the hill, a really good chat, and I told him my story and he kind of shared his. It was just a wee moment, we kind of got to know each other a bit better. When you see my best bit of that walk though was at the top of the hill, and one of the boys was on that wee stand thing shouting, right, "I'm trying to see if the Rangers are coming." It's like, well, I'm trying to see if the Rangers are coming. It was funny, but that wasn't my favourite bit. It was feeling might sound daft, right? But it was feeling the wind batting against the back of my just my back, and I'm standing there against it, and it was just so invigorating and refreshing. Absolutely loved it, and seeing the other guys who come to the other sessions enjoy it as well and talk to each other, it's just class. Aye, and one of the boys gave us a bit of Twix, which is a bonus. It's always a bonus. So I loved my first walk. Again, one of my colleagues back to normal next week for annual leave, so I'll be missing it again next week. But any I can make, I'll totally be there.
Aye. I mean, I think it's amazing because I've obviously stayed in Drum for a number of years, but I had no idea all those walks were so close to the Drum. And obviously coming along to the walking groups, I can go there whenever I want now.
That's
what I mean. And there's something, it's like, although we've got a talking support group on a Sunday, which I'm sure we'll come to, it's like, it doesn't matter what group you're coming to, you can talk, you can be supported, just like the walking group on a Tuesday. And there's something about walking, it's like, you just go on with the steps and before you know it, you're at your destination. It's a wee bit like life or getting through a tough time, do you know what I mean? And we know all the science about walking, exercise and how it improves your mental health, do you know what I mean? So we're ticking a few boxes there, I think.
Definitely, and what I like as well is we meet people on the way up and on the way down, and it's another opportunity to tell them who we are and what we do.
Yep.
And again, you can meet some really interesting folk. There's guys cycling up these places, man. I've done that. Legs are on fire, and we're just swaggering up it like a scene for train spotting. Just scheme boys in the wilderness. Scotland shite. But aye, so you answered my question. My next question was, what kind of places have you been? So I'll just move on for that, because I've said you've been up to Humphrey. We've done the Jaw. You've done the Greenie, and you're doing the Conic next week, because big Jaws told us that tonight at football. You're doing the Conic.
So we're obviously, it's been a good number of weeks now we've been doing the walking group, but from the walking group we've got sort of a target in mind now. We're all going to be doing the highest point in the whole of the UK, Ben Nevis. Yep. In 2 weeks. So aye.
We're going to walk up to this pure oblivious to what we're letting ourselves in for. So aye, Gregor's right. We're going to Big George has challenged us with Ben Nevis, the biggest mountain in Britain, the whole of Britain.
Some challenge.
So there's going to be a few of the boys. Some guys are doing it for fundraising for the group, and some are just doing it for shits and giggles, just to challenge ourselves. Aye.
And I'm doing it because I had it as a target this year. I wanted to do it, so that's why I'm doing it.
So is that your bucket list kind of thing?
It's good. Life goal, bucket list out too. So it's something I can tick off now and be like, I've done it.
And again, there's something about that. Obviously, some people have been at low points in their life. You know what I mean? Some people are the lowest. But if they can walk to the highest point on this island, then I think there's something significant. You know what I mean about that?
Absolutely. So your hill walks, you must have some funny stories for hill walks, man. Anybody waited or anybody been chased by a sheep or anything like that? Something must have happened.
Well, out in the early days, there was a walk. Me and Fraser went out to do a recce at one of the walks, and we were out. He had the wind, and we thought. In fairness, we were getting some bad directions by a local resident. Maybe we were a bit annoyed. We were up asking questions, but told us to go through this field. So we went through this field, and halfway across the field we could see a couple of horses at the other end. They were sort of eyeing us up, or like what you doing. So we thought, right, we'll come back, we'll edge off to the side of the field and we'll try and get run by the horses. We didn't realise that we were walking right towards where they feed. So we're walking down, and Fraser turns to me. It was like, you know that way in a film, it's pure slow motion. He turns to me and he was like, I can hear galloping. I was like, what? He says, I can hear galloping. And we both stopped and we listened, right, and we could hear this. And we turned round and there was these two horses running towards us, man. I swear to God, I've ran towards this fence and I've not even clocked that it's barbed wire all the way through, man. So I've dived through the middle of the fence, and obviously I'm caught at the bottom, caught at the top, and I'm trying to get through the fence. I'm not even worrying where Fraser is, do you know what I mean? I think he's leaped to it and then realised his wains on our side. No, that was a good laugh. Life flashed before our very eyes there. But no, that like the funny stories actually come from the guys themselves, sharing their lives, sharing the troubles they've been into, the mischief. I know one guy in particular who's quite a storyteller, and he makes some of it. Well, we certainly made the most recent walk. It was some giggle. I think the sorest part of my body after the walk was my belly and my cheeks for laughing that much. It was fantastic.
We'll see at the one on Tuesday there. Big George was talking about cakes, right? He's like, oh, you need to try this caramel cake, this cake. He said it's like caramel cake without the caramel. And one of the boys went, so it's a cake then? I was buckled. It's pure old patter, but I love it. It's just pure, so quick. It's like, so just cake then. Big George is like that bad, but he done his a belter there. No, it's brilliant. And I think the Ben Nevis one, we'll get loads of videos and photos up. And if anybody's about to join us, please just get in touch with us, and you can just date as a team, because our wee motto is standing strong together, and that applies to everything we do. I think it was Big James that came up with that actually.
And I've obviously said that's part of my bucket list, so if it's a part of your bucket list, get in contact with the page and hopefully we can make that tick off your box.
Definitely. Right, cool. So Tuesdays, is it 20 to 6? And the location's just updated regularly on the page.
So basically, different location every week. We kick off the walk at the location at 6 o'clock. So if you can get to the location, get us there at 6. If you don't know where you're going, or you've not got transport, then meet us at Drumchapel Tennis Courts at 5:40, and someone will let us know you're going to be there, and we'll arrange transport for you.
Brilliant. That's a big help, isn't it? Especially the transport thing is a big thing for people. And I think if there's a few boys in the group who drive, and they're very willing to pick people up because they understand the benefits of it. And that's the thing about the group. Everybody cares. Everybody genuinely cares. They won't ask you for anything for it. They just want to make sure you get there.
I would also say as well that if there's wee things that are stopping people, practical things, like for example, if you've only got one pair of shoes, and you can't ruin these shoes because they're for work or whatever, give us a shout and we'll see if there's any way around those sorts of things. If you're staying miles away, if you want to come and there's obstacles, discuss them and we'll see what we can do. Because
we've helped one boy in the past, didn't we? With that very thing, he's managed to attend more sessions now, which
definitely.
Okay, so that's the hill walks. The litter picks. So who's in charge of the litter picks for the group?
Big Gav and Duffy.
Big Gav. So Big Gav was on last week. Yeah, that was his first introduction to a podcast. So, you've listened to Big Gav. Have you listened to last week's podcast? That was Gregor's story. Gav's a cracking guy, isn't he, man?
Yes, he's on the ball. He's super organised. He's got his wee clipboard with all the paperwork and make sure everything's...
I love his wee trolley he's got, man. He's pure cute.
That is.
He's got his wee trolley full of stuff.
So you turn up, you're welcome by Gav, and Gav runs you through all the sort of safe, the do's and don'ts. And he's got your litter pick, your hoop, and your wee bundle of bags for you. That's a cracking session. I think that was the first session we ever done. The first activity as a group we done was
it was litter picking. It was. Did you know
people know?
That's how you met one of the members in it as well. Do you want to just touch on what happened there?
So basically, no long after starting our man's group, we were like, what kind of stuff can we get out in the community and just do? It's fun for us and it's good for the community. So we're like, litter picking. So we went out, we done a litter pick, we put it up on the page and said we're going to be here doing this, and we rocked up and we got on with it. We were there for about half an hour. And then we seen this random guy walking by with a couple of bags. So we got talking and we thought he was here for the group. It turns out he'd never heard of our group, and he'd just become so sick of seeing the rubbish about the local area that he thought to himself, one day I'm going to have to go down and try and do something about that. So it's just so happened they picked the very day that Men Mark Scotland decided to go out their first activity. So we got talking, and we realised that we were all on the same wavelength. He was a lovely guy, and he came with us that day, and he's been with us ever since.
Big gentleman, isn't he?
He is. He's an absolute diamond there guy. Absolutely.
Do you know what interests me about that? He's moving from Drumchapel.
No.
He's originally from outside of Glasgow, and he's new in Glasgow, and he's no Drumchapel. That's all we need to say. and he's actually seen this rubbish, it's done his nutting, and he's like, I'm going to sort that out. That's testament to his character.
Testament says his heart and his compassion for
his bin bags.
Aye, that's his strength. Definitely.
So that's a cracking wee story. I've always liked that. It's almost like universes colliding
Aye.
to make things happen. And that's kind of happened a few times actually in this wee journey.
There's been a few synchronicities that have sort of gave us that wee feeling of right, keep going, keep doing what you're doing.
Aye.
It was meant to be, really.
Definitely, mate.
And that's a prime example of that. Meant to be. Okay. So we all know that there's a bit of an issue in Drumchapel, and across the whole fucking planet, to be honest, man. Plastic pollution, fly tipping, people not caring. What's the most dangerous thing you have came across in regards to what you've picked up?
So, if we were to be really honest, it's the amount of needles. Not just needles, but needles with sharps still in them. We've also found some other sinister stuff. Don't know, James, you want to go into it? We've had to take up the police station now.
Yeah, we've actually found like drugs as well. We found a big bag of drugs. Don't want to name the location, but we did find a big bag of drugs and we had to phone it in, and they were wanting us to take it down to the station. So we all decided we're not going to take it down to the station just in case anything did happen on the way there.
Yeah.
So we did explain to them, and they did send some officers out, and they took it away, and obviously to destroy it. But we've came across other drugs like cocaine and stuff like that lying in different locations where kids play. So definitely, like, if kids see that as well, they don't know what it is.
No.
Younger kids are going to think it's like sherbet or something like that, or whatever else. Put it in their mouth, they don't know what they're doing. So and it's a life changer.
Aye.
Definitely.
That could kill children. And it's so irresponsible now. We're not getting a whole bit about drug dealers and their roles. They're making choices, that's up to them. But if you're leaving stuff lying about near kids, man, just have a look at yourself, please. Because that's just, why would you put a child at risk just to make a bit of dough? That's no good, man, that's no cool. And nobody respects that. So you have, especially the needles as well, that could be contaminated with anything, any sorts of diseases.
Anybody falls on top of that, their life changes forever.
Does.
And it's the startling thing for us, it's how close these are to the areas that Wayans play, walk to school, and it's literally like right off the path. So if a Wayne was walking along a wall and fell into the shrubs, like there's a very high chance there's a needle in there somewhere, and that as a parent in the local area, that's terrifying. So to know that we're having a wee tiny impact, we're targeting places we know Wayne's play, and we know that are maybe hotspots for sort of drug activity or drinking or just rubbish in general. But we're also taking requests.
Aye.
Some people have come forward and went, I'm walking my Wayne through this way and it's not safe, can you help us out in any way?
I was actually a friend of mine, Suzanne, who contacted Fraser and said, look, I'll go here on my way, any chance you could do a litter pick here? And that very Wednesday, the boys were up, cleaning it up, and she was so happy about that, and I'm sure she would have made me saying that on her behalf. It's not just that as well, man. If you're a dog owner, if you love your dogs, whatever, there's needles lying about for your wee dog's paws to get just jagged with. So this is a wee shout out to anybody that wants to make a difference in their community with regards to this issue. Please come out and help us. Aye, it is just guys I'm looking for because it's a guy's only litter pick, but please come out and help us, support us. And it just takes so much crap off the streets. It's unbelievable the amount of rubbish you find in one small area. Last night we done the library and there was 17 bags filled to the brim are just litter. And this is just people launching it away. Just launching it. Again, please be proactive, put your stuff in the bin, and also come and help the boys make a difference in your community.
Absolutely. It does make a big difference in the community, but it also makes a difference to the people that are out doing it. As I said, it's that sort of that purpose and that doing something meaningful, you know what I mean? But also, don't know about any of you guys, but there's a sort of mindfulness aspect to it. You're picking up litter, you're not thinking about all the stresses and stuff, you're just, it's just
that's right.
a relaxing.
So when you're focused on picking a can up, you're solely focused on that can. Anything else, your bills or your Wednesday or nothing, or your missus falling at you forget all that because you're picking a can up, and it takes focus to pick that can up. The hand-eye coordination is required, and get along and help the boys out. And again, big shout out to Gav, who's got all the stuff in his house, a litter pickers, bin bags, all that stuff's provided, by the way. You don't need to bring a thing apart from your horns. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah,
so that's, sorry, James.
Probably suggest wearing boots as well, like trainer sometimes, like in case a needle goes through, it could be a line changer for yourself, so some bits as well.
Aye. Just be mindful of the activity you're doing and wear the right clothing there.
Yeah.
Okay, so why do you do the litter picks?
Well, for the very reason we went out that first time and decided to do litter picking is because I think there's a few levels to it. We don't want to be living in a community where our wains can go out and play and their lives can be changed forever just because there's stuff that shouldn't be lying about. We don't want it to be a normal behaviour that the place is a total tip and it's normal behaviour for wains to throw stuff away. And we don't want it to be normal that nobody goes out and picks it up and nobody cleans it. We've had the argument that sort of local authorities should be doing that, but we care and we also want to sort about it. So I think that's the sort of the main fucking.
See, I really like that attitude. See, although the council should be doing stuff right, that they already do stuff right, they do stuff, and they should be doing more. However, just because it's somebody else's job doesn't mean you shouldn't be proactive in changing it for you as well. Gear them on. If you let her pick one area, it means they can maybe focus somewhere else. And again, it just makes you feel better for doing it. You're taking charge of your community. Even if it's just your garden, clean your garden, keep it nice. Because then what happens is your neighbour says, oh, their garden looks nice, mine's is going to start looking nice as well. And it has a wee ripple effect. Yep. Then before you know it, your street's the best looking street in the drum. And you're not going, this is a pure tip with couches lying at the corners.
Well, if you're anybody living in any area that's a bit of a tip, you're leaving your house and you're constantly reminded that you're living in a deprived area.
That's right.
And that's depressing.
It is.
And people have got enough in their lives to be, you know what I mean, stressing about
yep.
and I mean, that's just, it's unnecessary. And the council argument is, the council never went and put other rubbish there. You know what I mean? It's people within or passing through.
People do need to take responsibility for this, don't they? And that path he's cleaned up beside the community centre, the young team, and again, it's just learned behaviour and being allowed to get away with stuff. They go to the community centre, get their food, walk to school and launch their cartons. That's what happened. They walk by bins. But that's an education thing. They need to learn that that's no normal through practice and through reassurance for parents.
Yep.
Let's keep it in your pocket, take it home, or just
sit. But we're not taking a militant approach. We're not out to give them the hard time. We're out to educate people, upgrade them to change their behaviours. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, and it's also an opportunity again to get out the house and talk. And there you go.
I would probably say treat your community like your house, really. You want to throw rubbish in your own house, so why do it outside? Do you know what I mean? We've got wild animals, it's dying in our communities as well. Deers, foxes, you can name it. And it's affecting them and it's affecting our children's future as well. And we can't be dealing with having all the rubbish. And if you do see rubbish, don't just look at it, act on it. If nothing's happening, act on it. Clear it yourself.
I was telling one of the boys last night in a little pick, see every time I go to a park with my wains and they like to do this, believe it or not, I'll say to them, right Lily, go pick up a wee bottle, an empty bottle and bin it, and I'll pick up something. And even me Lucas does it, he'll pick a bit of rubbish up and go and put it in the bin. Obviously I make sure it's alright to pick up, it's not broken glass. I check it first and I'll say to him, Lucas, pick that wee wrapper up and put it in the bin. And he does it and he gets a high five after it, and wee Lily gets a high five and a cuddle as well. And I'm just kind of putting that practice in the new. Right now at this stage, and they know what I'm like, and they'll be like that as well, and that's just a good member of society with regards to litter.
Definitely.
Anyway, we'll go to the last question on the litter picks. What are the community saying about it? What's the feedback you've had?
I mean, we've had direct feedback. I mean, people have, like I said, people are seeing what we're doing and going to target this area, going to target that area. So people are liking what we're doing. People obviously, we were out doing litter picking, people are walking by and they're asking. I think some people think we're doing community service, you know what I mean? But people
still look quite dodgy.
But it's a chance for people to go, no, we're here because we care, this is what we are, we're a group. The feedback, we've had no negative feedback. The only negative comments have been, is that not the council's job? And if that's the only negative comments we're getting, then it's not a bad thing at all.
Fair dues, man. And you want to say that, James?
I think it was the community centre when we done the line there, and a woman walked by at the time as well with a wee boy, and she says that looks great now, I can actually walk up here now instead of having all that rubbish.
Navigating it.
So it's making other people happy seeing us doing it, so they're getting the benefits for it, so they can actually use a shortcut.
Yeah.
Instead of going the long way, they can use that shortcut because it's all clean now. So if we just keep it clean all the time, and it's obviously, as I've said before, just keep your litter on you until you see a bin, and then we wouldn't need to go round the long way, or because we're just cutting off shortcuts with rubbish. We're just dumping everything. We need to stop.
And we'll just finish the litter pick in this one. See if you don't stop littering, the Men Matter Scotland are coming to your door.
That's it.
And Fraser will be at the front of it. Nobody wants that. Right, boys, we're going to move on to Thursday football. James, tell us the details about that. What's the times?
The Thursday football is to be there for 6:30.
Kick-off?
6:30 kick-off. But you can show up at 6 o'clock. I normally show up at 6 to help set up the goals and stuff like that, because we've got nets and stuff.
Yeah.
So we set them up, and then get a wee part of the pitch, a wee check here, and like with sticks and stuff like that. There's been a few people up there dug a few holes because I've been playing golf and that, so we kind of foil them and you're learning about.
Is that what they are?
But
I never knew that's what they were.
I've seen a few people doing it, and I've seen them, but I wanted to shout at them. But then again, that's a different story.
Okay, so who takes charge of the football?
It's
so it's our boy Fraser. Fraser sort of took the lead on that one.
I can remember him at the Dance Matter group, his second time they're saying, can we get a 5-a-side team going? Pure buzzing for a 5-a-side team. And it's turned into this, that's class. So he deals with everything then?
He deals with he's coordinates the sort of chat, the planning, the times and stuff, and looks after all the sort of gear. Big Jamesy boy helps out when he's not about. So he's a man to ask you any questions about that. But
okay, cool. So, see, with regards to the football, obviously that takes equipment and stuff to make it happen. What kind of support have you had?
So we've had quite a lot of support so far, man. We've been donated bibs, we've been donated nets, and we've been donated strips for free. Well, that's the definition of donation. So I mean, every time we've had a message through saying this person has gave us these resources, that's just it's such an amazing feeling. That, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to think. So
Drummy United.
So Drumchap United, they gave us bibs. They were the first guys to donate, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because I've got a wee list here. Then it was Paul McBride. He used to play for a team called Partick Thistle Supporters, and he gave us nets, the red and yellow nets. So Partick Thistle, if you want to get in touch and give even better ones, please do. And then the biggest one yet, man, was absolutely class, wasn't it? I think it was Shawbridge AFC.
Yep.
I went out to Campus Lang, and I was only going out for a set of strips, and they gave us how many?
3 strips.
Free
Football strips.
Free football strips. And I actually had a good chat with the manager. He's been doing that for 20 years. Now I've managed a team for 2 years, and I know how hard it is. And this boy's done it for 20 years, man. It looks about ages with me, I know. Same ages as, and he's doing that long. So credit to you, mate, and keep up the good work. And to everybody that's gave us stuff for the football, thank you. Because it can be bedlam at times. Try to get stuff sorted, and again we're on a properly tight budget because we're not a charity yet, so we can't apply for it, so it's all just kindness we're getting really, and we're thriving on that now.
And I would also add in, I wouldn't worry about your ability in football either, because it's just any man that can do at any level of football and play. It's all about getting out, having a laugh, and getting fit, do you know what I mean?
That's it.
It's just getting to know people, kicking a ball about. It's nothing serious, do you know what I mean? We're not playing for like the World Cup or something.
No, and it's just, I mean, so we had a game tonight and my team gets scudded tonight, but every time that the team scored 2-1, I'm just giving a round of applause and saying, well done, man. And some of the boys are like, oh man, I'm like, boys, remember, it's just a game of football, it doesn't mean anything, we're just out the house here having a laugh, and they're like, right, aye, so it is, I've heard it is. But I'll tell you, man, it is for any level, not just ability wise but fitness wise. You don't need to run the line for yourself. See if you need to stand it or walk it and just kick a ball, man, then come along and do it.
There's no pressure. I mean, I'm somebody who's never really been a big football player. I'm somebody who's never really been the fittest of people, do you know what I mean? But I've been coming along to the football almost every week now, and my confidence even in the game is growing, and my speed, my fitness and all that. The thing I like about it as well is that anybody can come along and get exactly what they want for it. If they want to come along and just get a game of football with the lads and get home, go for it, man, because you're still getting benefits. If people want to come along and just let the rest of their sessions have a gab, get things off, do you know what I mean, de-stress, and use it as an actual stabiliser in their life, do you know what I mean, and talk to the people in the session, and they can do that, and they do that, and it works.
There's even guys who come along and stand aside just to watch the line of grass and just watch a game unfold, and they just enjoy the kind of banter through the game and watching some of the cracking goals that get scored and some of the people miss kicking balls and
shoes flying off.
That was me the night. My trainers got a big hole in my sannies now when my shoes are talking to me.
And when it's a rainy night, everybody's sliding them out. That's brilliant enough.
Comedy gold.
Yeah.
So it really is a pure informal, relaxed, non-competitive. Well, maybe a wee bit with some folk, but that's natural. It's just a kick about. We do keep score, but when it's last 5 minutes to go, we say the next goal's a winner. So it's not really that important.
And it's no. And again, for somebody who's never really been a big football player, there's these images of these anxieties that some people might have, that you're going to get a hard time if you can't keep up, or if you miss a shot you're going to get, do you know what I mean, laughed at or whatever. It really isn't.
Nah.
It's the exact opposite. A wee bit of banter and a good laugh, but nobody's belittling anybody in any way whatsoever.
It's a non-judgment environment.
Aye, definitely.
You're welcomed in with open arms. You can come down. No, don't hesitate. It'll be the best thing you do.
It will be, won't it? It really will be. It's really, really good. It's well organised as well. It really is. People are always there in time, and sometimes I turn up at 6:30 and the game's kicked off.
Well, considering a lot of sort of weekly football teams are, you have to be there. There's no pressure with this.
Nah.
Doesn't matter. Just the same as any other sessions. If you want to come once a month or every day that we're open, there's no pressure at all, and we still get good numbers coming up.
The first session I came to was ages ago, and there was 7-a-side. We played along the pitch. Then in the time we've been since then, it's been 11-a-side. You know, that might be, 11-a-side park, that could be like 9-a-side.
Yeah.
Played the full park, and the night was like 12-a-side at one point, I think, wasn't it?
There was quite a lot tonight. The numbers came up, but it was brilliant. But it was just obviously with the bib situation, it was kind of awkward. But
so there has been some cracking talk about where this is leading. And again, Big George, the How What guy, has been kind of part of that. Him and Fraser are pure buzzing it on that this stuff. So what happened? How did we get involved with Livingston? What happened there, man?
Well, it was George was part of a football. I think it was a football fit organisation thing. So George has got some contacts that he's obviously. I think he asked one of the guys he used to play with. He asked them, and they got back to us and says, we'll get a wee bash, give you a game. The lads went up last Friday, and they played in Inverness football stadium. Livingston, sorry.
We've got Inverness.
And
it's a mission.
They went to Livingston and they were all buzzing for it. And there was guys who have never been down to a Thursday football session who showed up. Guys that have never been to the group who showed up, and they said it was the best experience they've had. And they've came down to other sessions as well.
It was good enough because one of the newcomers to the Sunday group brought his wee boy to Almondvale, wasn't it? I think it's called Tony Macaroni now, but I call it Almondvale. And he said his wee boy loved it. See, being in a football stadium, see if you're a football fan and you're played amateur or whatever, see playing in a stadium, it's special. It proper is. I played at Broadwood. And that was just superb as well, man. That was something else. And again, Almondvale, that's a step up for there. So, what's the plans? Because I've heard some rumours that some proper big clubs have got in touch with regards to this.
I think the rumours are true. It's just a wee bit of a waiting game for some of the things to be ironed out. But I think we've got there's a match down in the Borders soon, I think. Is that right? I think, James? And there's a couple closer.
We're getting a match down near closer to the Scottish border, and then there's other games that are going to be that have been confirmed as well. It's just getting a set time and date, but they're definitely going to come ahead.
And we're right to name some of the teams that have got in touch with us.
I would guess so. We Rangers contact us, we had Celtic contact us, I think there was a few other names that have contacted us, so they're willing to get a bash and let us go for it.
That's class, isn't it?
That's amazing. Just shows you how things can just.
Big teams like that, and I think that they're going to be in the stadiums as well. So it's like that's your childhood dream, innit? Is being a football player and playing in the stadium.
It really is.
I really hope that these things materialise, because it's a good way for football clubs to sort of give back to their fans by allowing them to sort of use their spaces, like the stadiums when they're not being used. So. I hope those things materialise, because our guys love it. And for guys getting involved in a support network for men might not be the most fashionable thing, but having a good laugh playing football that might lead to linking in with a support network is definitely working.
Aye, definitely makes it fashionable if they get clubs like that want to get involved. So is there plans for a proper amateur team maybe in the pipeline with this? What do you think?
I think it's something I think we're going to chat about, me, Fraser and George and that, and we'll get everybody round to talk about something like that, but it's nothing's on paper yet or whatever else, but I think it's something we're going to need to sit down with and have a wee chat about it and see if it's...
But that won't affect the Thursday session, will it? Because that's for any level, and if you go play amateur it might be...
We don't want to compromise what we've got already for guys that want to come along and just have a light kick about. I think the discussions we're having now is what we can do in addition to that.
Okay.
But one of the things that's exciting with the developments is we're a bunch of guys near Drumchapel that are buzzing about doing the football. There's guys in different areas all over the country that can't access this, that want to. So there could be room in the long future for a sort of a guys support network football team sort of thing.
Fantastic. A wee league for something like this. See, one thing I've just touched on before I go into the Sunday group, one of the boys said to us tonight, I won't say his name, he said, I wish there was something like this years ago. He says, I've been travelling through to Tory Glen or something like that every week to just for a game of football with his mates. It wasn't Tory Glen, it was somewhere else. He's like, I was doing his missus nothing. He's like, just for a kickabout, you had to go all the way through it, it must be through there at neck of the woods, to play a game of football. He's like, now I've got this, I can come here. And that's brilliant. I just tapped the table there and made a noise.
Definitely, it saves you the hassle of travelling, you know what I mean? You can come down, meet new guys and have a good laugh and play football. And
it's fun, nothing, it's free.
It's free.
These things are pure expensive, pitches and all that.
You're talking at least a fiver for a game of 5 sides, at least a fiver. And that's weekly, that's £20 a month. I mean, everybody's got a score a month to spend. So, football, any level, any fitness, any ability, whatever, come and kick it about with us. Right, and again, shout out to the guys who have sponsored us with Shawbridge AFC, Drumchapel United, and Paul McBride. I can't give a team out for him because he's been with that many on their benches. Right, okay, so we're going to go into the session that I personally think is the most important. You might think differently, but we're going to talk about the Sunday talking group, Men Talk. I absolutely love this session. This is the one I make the most. I think I've only missed a few and that was on holiday. I really like it. I remember when it just started, I was like, I might not make every one, but I've pretty much made almost every one but bar 3. And it's just a great opportunity for me to get stuff off my chest. And that could be proper mediocre stuff or stuff that's really bugging me or some really personal stuff. And I feel that I can share that without a single bit of judgment. And it's good because I can see other guys nodding as I'm talking because they're like, aye, that is how I feel. And see that shift in attitude to being willing to listen to guys talk about stuff but then also talk back about your stuff. It just puts people at ease right away and it's brilliant. And what I really like about it as well is the guys like James has had a shot of facilitating it with Fraser as well, because it started off you and me having a wee bash it, mainly yourself. But then we've started to phase the boys in because it's important to do that. It's important. It was your first time doing the talking on Sunday. How did it feel for you, James?
It felt good, do you know what I mean? Like being in control a wee bit, do you know what I mean? And being that, like, to run it. It was really good. So hopefully I get a chance to run it on Sunday and get all the lads to answer the questions that I've set out.
I think we can make that happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Aye.
Done.
So on the talking group, Ben, we'll go to you, Gregor. What's your thoughts on the talking group as a service?
I would agree. It's the most effective, and it's probably the most important, because what it does is it achieves what we set out to achieve when we started, and that's to have somewhere where guys can come and talk and just talk about shit, talk about life, talk about what's holding them back, talk about struggles, talk about how they're coping or they're not coping, and just have that shoulder there, that support, without being judged, like James was saying, without being laughed at, without it spreading like wildfire and everybody knowing about it. A safe, confidential place where guys can come and be supported, but not just be supported, but be supported by people who have lived similar life experiences as them, who it's not some professional sitting behind a desk saying do this and do that and your problems will be okay. It's real people who have been there, staring you in the eye going, this is how I done it, and just sharing their life experiences. I think it's like a wee sacred space every single Sunday, and it allows guys to come together and just let pressure off. And we all know what it's like if you don't have anything in your life where you can let pressure off. That pressure builds up really quickly. So and you leave feeling a wee bit recharged. You might not have heard the most uplifting things, but in other cases you have, because people are dealing with their shit.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really important session.
Yourself, James?
There's been times I've opened up as well that nobody else has known, and I've opened up to like yourself, and that nobody else has known about it. So it's like, because I feel that I can talk about it, do you know what I mean? So nobody else is going to share it, and I think it's so safe, do you know what I mean? That I can trust people.
It's actually something I look forward to. It's a Sunday group.
Oh,
I really do look forward to it, because it's just a chance to get the eating it off your mind.
And the beauty, I think, as well, is that even though some people sort of facilitating it, there's no leader.
No.
It's just we're all guys, we're all equal.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
That is. What's the age range for this? What's the oldest guy you've had there, and what's the youngest?
With the oldest guy, I think would probably be in his late 70s.
Right.
I would say so. Maybe early 80s. Youngest we've had 18.
Aye.
I think so.
So pretty much.
I think 17. I think
17,
it is.
right? 17. So we're kind of covering the whole 16 up age spectrum, aren't we? So another question, without going into too much detail with answers, but what kind of stuff is discussed at the talking group?
So basically the setup is every week we ask a series of questions. Some of the questions are different each week, but some stay the same. And each question we ask, we pass a ball around, and if the ball comes to you, you can answer if you want to, and if you don't want to, it's fine, you pass it on. So we ask a series of different questions. So this group isn't just like a support group for guys with anxiety, or a support group for guys with depression, or a support group with guys recovering from addictions. This is just a guys talking group. The theme is talking or listening, do you know? So each week we just basically ask guys how they're feeling right now, how their week's been, what's been the ups, what's been the downs, how they're coping, what advice they would share, along with some others. We ask them to sort of reflect on how they're feeling and what they can do about it. And the nice thing about it as well is there's a wee break, and then at the end the guys get an opportunity to maybe share some advice.
Aye.
Or link up with each other outside the group, which we've noticed more of happening, which I think's phenomenal.
What we started as well was like a target for what we could reach at the end of the week, maybe just like change your habits and stuff like that. So we're like taking the reins out a lot more, or do you know what I mean, smoking less, or just stuff.
So it's like we challenge
things, but it's just like setting a target for that week.
Aye.
So then you can come back and talk about it and be like, never bought a packet of fags, and I've just cut down, do you know what I mean? So it's helping people as well, and it makes you feel good that you've set that wee target, so
Mhm.
that makes you go into your week and be like, I need to stick to this wee target.
Yeah.
It does matter if you don't stick to it, because that's what it's about. It's about building up to try and reach that
That's
target.
right.
So nobody's perfect in that sense. So
That's it. You're spot on, mate, and you're not going through that challenge or try to hit your goal yourself, because all the boys know what you're doing, and if it's a smoking's a good example, you've got people checking in on you, making sure you're, know what I mean, you're coping well. If you're no, one will distract you. One will, know what I mean. So, aye, it's absolutely amazing. The thing I like about it as well is, I look forward to it every week, because there's no very many chances you get through your week where you can talk to somebody and just be selfish and go, I want you to listen to me,
Aye.
and no have to worry about them feeling burdened or feeling anxious. Everybody in that room's there for the same reason.
Yeah.
They're wanting to talk and they're willing to listen,
Mhm.
and there's very few times in your week you get that chance,
Aye.
and I think it's amazing.
And no, nobody doubts. See what you're saying. The information you give out, nobody doubts. It's pure legit. It's like, say you're having a talk. Say it could be your missus or something. She'll say, "That's not what happened. Don't talk rubbish." You never get that, because we're here to listen to your side, and it doesn't matter what that's like, as long as you're getting stuff off your chest. We're totally delighted for you to come along, and we see new faces every week coming along to this group. And you might be sitting listening to this thinking, it's just too daunting. I don't know anybody. Same as all the other programme stuff we do. You do need to cross that threshold of fear. You do need to defeat that. But once you're there, you'll laugh at how easy it was to actually be welcomed into this group, won't you?
I mean, just like every session, attending the first day or the first time is going to be the hardest, the biggest mountain to climb, and probably more so for the Sunday group. But once you've done it, oh my God, do you feel better for it? One of the questions that we ask in the group to the guys sometimes is, you know how your phone's got a battery percentage? As a guy, what is your battery percentage at this point in time? And it's a good way for guys to think about what's draining them and what recharges them. But one of the guys who attended for the first time recently said that when he walked into the room on his first day attending the Sunday group, his battery was at a 10 or a 5, and now answering that question after talking to the group and being listened to and being supported, he was leaving that session at a solid 60-65%, and that's something that just sums up what the group's all about. It's about helping guys plug in, recharge, and know that they're not just being supported for 2 hours on a Sunday, but that support's always available outside outside the session.
You know what's interesting to me? I always thought these groups would be a dead dark, gloomy event. I laugh most of my time through this, because some of the part of class, some of the stories are funny, some of the conversations are funny, some of the stuff that annoys guys is funny. So I laugh a lot at this, and even some of the new guys who come along who are in a bad place sometimes, they're laughing as well, and it's proper, real laughter. It's no false, because they're in a funny. It's a funny. Although some of the stuff that's getting shared isn't funny, you laugh a lot together. Know it, people, but you laugh with each other quite a lot, and especially in the wee break bit. I think that's a correct wee thing to have, the break, so you can have a biscuit and give any advice you might have, or have wee one-to-one chats, which happens on a weekly basis.
Absolutely.
So that's a brilliant thing, and you touched on it as well. This isn't a group just for anxiety. It covers anything. Even if you think, I'm just having a crap day, come along and moan about it. You don't need to think, right, I'm depressed or I've got social isolation. It doesn't need to be anything like that. If you're just feeling crap that day, moan along and talk about it. Simple as that. Get a free cup of tea, free cup of coffee, and some free biscuits, courtesy of Tony Crawford.
Absolutely. Aye.
So, is there anything you want to add about the Sunday group before we move on?
Just don't be shy, man. If you're struggling, you're not alone. There is a place in your community every week where people give a fuck. They want to hear what you've got to say. They care about you. They value your life. They value your life experiences, because that can help other people. And it's about, doesn't matter where you've been, it's about where you are. And it doesn't matter who you have been, it's about who you are now. And I think that's what sums up the group, and it's about preventing crisis and suicide and shit falling apart.
It is.
Aye.
James?
I think it's about accepting what's happened, and just accepting life and the way it's going to be. And I think once you start to accept it, like myself, I'm starting to accept stuff as well. And once you start to do that, you'll start to feel weights coming off you a bit and all, because you're accepting it. So once that's done, I think you feel a lot better about yourself, and you'll start thinking about other stuff instead of thinking about the stuff that you couldn't accept. So I think that's another big important thing, is just accepting the past and don't look at it. Because if you look at it, you're just going to look at it for too long. You're just going to be so focused on it, you're not going to be able to focus on your future. So I would say that as well, just accept the way life is and just roll with it.
Definitely. Okay, we'll just touch on other stuff quickly, right, 'cause it's getting late and my wee guy's wanting me. Don't worry, his ma's in, she's upstairs. So, Women Matter. So we've had ladies contact us asking, I would love something like this for me. So I've been talking to a couple of ladies who I've had conversations with, who are going to join us at a stall at Dean the Park on the 20th of July, and they're going to be speaking to ladies to see if this is something they would like to get involved in, similar to Men Matter. That's Lucas shouting in the background. So if you're a lady and you're interested in this stuff, keep an eye out, because it will be, chances are, if you're interested and there's enough folk interested, it will be happening, because women do matter as well, and we're very well aware of that. Also, summer programme. The guys are going to have a meeting this Sunday about putting stuff on during the day for a summer programme. The guys are trained in bushcraft, that will definitely be happening. What about days at the park? Ain't that lined up potentially? Fun days in the park?
Absolutely. So we want to try and provide a wee bit more for dads and their kids and for families. So we'll be having discussions really soon about how we can do that, because we know that summer holidays can be a wee bit of a stressful time, trying to find things on a budget to do with the weans, and it's a perfect opportunity for us to provide something free and good fun for everybody.
That is.
Yep.
Aye, definitely. I think that's the next thing in my meeting. The next meeting is just getting everything put onto paper so we can all agree with it and get the ball rolling for the summer.
Definitely.
Yeah, and again, it's a Dad's Matter thing, so this will branch off of Men Matter. It'll be under umbrella Men Matter, Dad's Matter, and this will be titled as such. So summer programme, we're looking at that. We're also looking to start a library, self-help, self-development books. We've got one now called Lost Connections. I highly recommend it if you want to download it on Audible or for Amazon, whatever, and you can get it in your, any form nowadays. So well, if you've got any books, we're looking for stuff on ACEs, Adverse Childhood Experiences, and a variety of other stuff. So if you've got any you want to donate, use them. If you want to borrow some, check out our library once we've got it up and going. Also, part of our programme, the last Sunday of every month we do a fitness group. This Sunday, just past, we had one of probably the best days yet. It's been part of Men Matter.
Amazing.
We went to the Devil's Pulpit up by Carbeth and lying by Drummond, and it was one of the best days I've had being part of Men Matter. We had about 7 guys up there, and we started for the very bottom and we made it to the very end. The water was Baltic. As a team, we managed to scale some pretty tough obstacles like the waterfalls. And it was just a brilliant day. What did you feel about the gorge walk?
I thought it was absolutely amazing. You start off and the water's up to your ankles, and then at parts of it you can't touch the bottom. I'm not a big fan of water, especially water that's black and you can't see the bottom, you know what I mean? I've never, at the end of that experience, I put myself in a position where I wasn't comfortable, and I felt so much better for it. And just something about being in the cold, challenging yourself and doing it. I just felt alive. That's the only way to explain it. Super alive at the end of it. It was amazing.
I felt alive doing it, do you know what I mean? I used to do a lot of stuff in that back in England, so it brought me back to that, being in the cold and that stuff, and then how to get my body to that temperature and stuff, and then jumping into the water and stuff like that, and I need to go back and jump off the tap. I need to get past that, but I kind of shat myself on that. But anyway, it was brilliant. We all worked hard, we all worked as a team, we all helped each other get through it, and because we all worked hard, we all finished it together, and it was brilliant because we'd done it as a group, started it and finished it as a group, and felt amazing.
It did. There was one point in my waterfall, it was my brother-in-law Paul climbed up a tree thing to get a tap with us, so he helped me get up. So once I got up, then James came up after me, so then he grabbed my legs and I was pulling people up, and it was just like a mad ladder conveyor belt system of class, and every single person came through it. There was even guys who I doubted might have made it, got through it all the way up, and I think some people might not have enjoyed it as much as other people, but they'll be grateful for the experience of trying it.
Yep.
And again, that's what life's about for me, is experiences. It really is, and that's one it's got. And again, the place is stunning. It's like something like Jurassic Park. I kept saying to folk, it's pure prehistoric. You need to go check this place out. We'll probably do that again at some point this year. Big James will laugh off that.
I want to do it again.
If you ever want to do some of the fitness stuff, let's say the last Sunday of every month, come along with us. It's totally free. I usually put some mad sort of class on for these. That was a wee one off, doing it outside to the Gorge Walks. The weather was so nice. So that's in St Mark's Church every Sunday, 6:30, and that's always free. But if you want to come to the guys only one, it's the last Sunday of the month. You can get us in there. Before we go, again, a massive shout out to Jamie McKenzie. The guy's a pure legend, isn't he?
Yes.
He's organised for us to do a firewalk to raise money for Men Matter Scotland. So there's a firewalk coming up, and there's been loads of people who have been interested.
Yep.
There's still spaces though, I think, isn't there?
There is.
How much is it to register for that, do you know, Gregor?
I think it's £35 to register for a ticket, and once you've got sponsorship, some of your sponsorship money covers that, so there shouldn't be any.
Brilliant. And are you guys planning to take part in that?
I'm going to do it. I've signed my dad up. I'm sure he knows. So I can't wait, looking forward to it.
About yourself, James?
I want to do it, so I need to get my finger out and get signed up, man, because it's something I want to do as well.
I've done it before, actually with Fraser, and we didn't even really know each other well at that point, but it was for the food bank we'd done it, and it's one of the best experiences I've done. Again, I like to just do these things. I know you'll have a great time. I won't be there because I'm doing the West Highland Way with my friends, just for experience, again, life experiences, and I do think you'll have a great night and you'll be raving about it after it. I know you will, because I've done it. And again to Jamie, he was the guy that started our hill walks, really. He invited us out one morning, remember? To say, because he runs his own fitness stuff, Jamie, and on. You're looking for a good personal trainer, Jamie's your man. The guy's just full of energy, and he's an absolute diamond there, boy, man. I've got loads of time for Jamie, I really like him. So he does the hill walking and his own fitness stuff, so get in touch if you're looking for a good guy.
Absolutely, aye. He does have it with the early morning run, doesn't he?
Yeah, 6 o'clock up at Humphrey.
What a brilliant start to the day. I
It
haven't
really
done it
is.
yet, but I'd like to push myself and try and do it.
We've done it before, man. It was brilliant.
It was epic.
But just getting out in your bed at that time in the morning, getting up there, and that's your start of your day, and you're just thinking people are just waking up, and I just went up the Humphrey. I've just started kicking off my day, do you know what I mean?
Step ahead,
And your days ahead of you.
Aye, you're ahead of everybody.
So I think it's worth mentioning that Jamie's a brilliant guy to contact if you want sort of fitness.
Definitely.
advice. Also, Tell Me I Can't, the sort of
That's
stuff he
right.
provides is amazing, and Drum Chapel as well, so check it out.
Right, okay, we're quite happy with that. We just finished on the gig. We've got a gig fundraiser happening on the 28th of September. It's a Saturday of September weekend. Big John Condren and myself have organised for a joint fundraiser for the food bank in Men Matter Scotland, and we've got some amazing artists performing. We really love. I've checked the guys out on YouTube and they're superb. We've got Big John Condren singing. He's a singer-songwriter. He's fantastic. A good friend of mine, Steve Maguire, who I went to school with, he's brilliant, man. He's always been good on guitar. Another cracking singer is Jamie Coleman. I've seen him support No Fixed Abode before.
Cool. And
we've got Ryan for the food banks, a rapper.
He's really good, yep.
He's got a rapper name, but I can't remember it. Kid Robotic, and his pal Becca Starr. She has got some voice on her, this lassie. So they're all going to be performing, and details will be coming out soon for that. So it'll be good to see people there supporting us and supporting the artists. And when was the last time you had a gig in the drum?
I know, exactly.
You know what I mean? So we will all be there. Men Matter Scotland will be there. Guys for the food bank will be there, and hopefully you guys will be there. So I'm just going to finish up because Lucas is shouting like a madman in his bed. You can probably hear him on this podcast. But so again, if you want to make contact with us, you can get us on Facebook at Men Matter Scotland or Twitter at Men Scotland. And again, check out our podcasts for the guys' stories. I've got James, Gregor, Fraser, soon to be myself and Gavs. And this podcast is just a bit of programme. So thanks for listening, boys. Anything to say to the listeners?
Thanks for your time, thanks for listening. If you're struggling, talk to somebody and get distracted with positive stuff, and that's what we're here to provide.
No, definitely, I've got to agree with that, definitely. And I would also get used to going to Spotify and check out our Men Matter playlist on there as well. Great tunes on there, something to start your day up. So,
good point, mate.
Okay. Right, boys, thanks for coming to my house and eat my biscuits and drink my teas. You're always welcome.
Anytime.
Right, and cool. Right, folks, see you for the next episode. Good night.
Good night, guys.
And the song that has been chosen this week by Big James is What Makes a Man by City and Colour. So we hope you enjoy this wee tune.